Yes, but until then, now that 10 day we go stop. We will reach Usai we want salon for go. And today, waiting we dey talk about. We can't talk about ACC then strategy we then they use for collect the money where ACC say some people that will be the work for government misappropriate. The money we then put, outside they not tell them for put them, or the money we they not able account for, then get their own strategy. A lot of people they say they not like the strategy where ACC they use, and some man can give some brilliant way where they feel say ACC for able for take them money then they back. Well, today we there for make we talk about then strategy then they. Waiting you feel say ACC for do, you agree with waiting then they do now, or you feel say there is another way we better pass the way we then they use now. Today I get me co-panelists them Naya, then you can join me for make we carry on with the program as we done the do. We get Senesi Brema, you can tell Fambule Adu.
Fabulu na ado unakushe unakabo me na Senesi Brema all the way from France, and me always deal with this program, and unfortunately pleasure thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't join we. I don't think I wouldn't come inside it, but we dey carry on. As I say, we dey talk today about the strategy where ACC they use. Then definitely we go rub more small on this ACC and Aisha Johansson then case. Since now ACC will deal with it, because ACC don't appeal the case back and want take them again to court interpret for them. But we'll go reach under. What will they do about this strategy? Will they use the last case, the last settlement case where ACC just get? Now will they use as the case study? Let we just bring that interview there where the ACC media man be doing 98.1. Let we hear what he say and we kick the program. Let we take them like this. We get
Patrick Sandy, when at the Public Education and Outreach, External Outreach Director na the ACC. We go give you updates on what's happen where the Commission be giving this release. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, but you are really faint. I know they get you properly.
Mr. Sandy, yesterday we have been reached on a settlement with the First Minister of Youth Affairs by Mahmoud Bangura and other people. Just start for tell we first how the Commission been reached at this settlement with them people here for the money.
Okay, yes, as you don't rightly say, yesterday we put out a press release where we talk about a settlement agreement with a former minister and the former permanent secretary of the Ministry of Youth Affairs, when Mr. Mahmoud Bangura and Mr. Adikali Samora respectively, and then also one civil society activist, when Mr. Bernard Conte, for repay 300 million leones. It came about as a result of an investigation where we conduct on funds where the ministry received from the road maintenance fund, and this money be meant for them to do procurement of media equipment and also do some moving. But then we can find out say they don't use the money for which it actually is meant for. And the different roles where the people then play in the whole thing make we see say for pay them respective amounts of money. Wherein Mr. Mahmoud they pay 75 million, the permanent secretary they pays 5 million, and then Mr. Bernard Conte, when the civil society activist and happen to be the director of anti-violence movement, they pay 220 million. So now that we don't come to. And Mr. Bai Mahmoud don't already start to pay. They don't pay 35 million.
We they just use this as case study. 300 million loans where them people here for pay for and self other cases where the commission be done they go into settlement with the one they working involved pan corrupt practice where the commission can they investigate. How una can come about for reach to settlement? Because so some people for let people and take certain money from state fund and use them not able accounts for people not can appreciate where the commission can want for go into settlement with them kind case Cindy.
No, well, yes, then there will be a school of thought. A section of society not go see and say good, but I believe say the wider public don't see reason in this. And besides, the commission gets a mandate for recover stolen funds because we get a mandate now they have to take all steps necessary for prevent, for eradicate and suppress corruption. And also, most importantly, we see say the amounts of money they needed to be recovered so that we will put them back to societal use. You see say over the period, at least the 10 or 11 months where the Commissioner Francis Bankala Paladon we don't recover huge sums of money. We even did the region of about 14 to 16 billion, as the case may be. And then funds, for instance, the one will be His Excellency. They say they build a diagnostic center. So if at the end of the day, somebody take this money, then you say, for instance, you go to court and the person is fined 30 million loans, where at the end of the day, it's huge money. I don't think there's any reason for letting for them to call, rather recover the funds. And it don't mean say no more, we are just recovering. You don't see say we are also the indict people in a court. So it depends also the nature of the matter, the evidence we get, and the grievous aspect of it that then they make we go court. So it's not only about recovery.
So what's in the nature of this matter and the evidence that we una been get, we make una choose settlements over going to court?
No, when I had to explain, it will be difficult maybe for let you understand. Every case gets your own nature. Every case gets what you want at the end of the day for care go in a court so that you go win. If you say not they and the individuals don't come forward say they are going to pay, definitely you have to settle that kind of situation. As I still emphasize, which is important, that the money for let it go back to society. But when you don't know, say for instance, this particular act, it was willful, everything they for sure say it's willful, the amount involved is equally huge, of the nature where you say you cannot entertain, definitely you go to court with such matters.
It's been important that you say for let una recover the fund and back where you say the commission to a very important for una get them money back. But you feel say this not anything where they send strong warning for discourage people not for involved in corrupt practice. Because if for example somebody there in an office, you they use money, but you know say you can't pay back to the commission. When I feel say this one has a strong warning for make them not involved in corrupt practice, where you know say at the end of the day you go just can't give the money back.
I believe so strongly because not to you to make determination say they can't pay back the money. That is the first point we have for established. And as I don't say earlier, we therefore know say inside of legislation the aspect of restitution. For instance, when you go to court, the court the order say you pay also the money where you don't misappropriate has not been forthcoming. That even don't make when we do the amendment to the act, we don't bring them in for let the mandate. So that is also very important. Otherwise, if as I state say you charge somebody go court, like how you suggest, and then you don't misappropriate 500 million and you end up for pay 30 million as a fine, then 450 million has gone down the drain. Where at the end of the day, the public not get anything for. These are the aspects we want to let the public they understand as to why we go into this settlement. Because at the end of the day, one, we want to save the time in the courts because we also spend money on prosecution. Two, we also want to see the money in itself way don't go down the drain. We're able to get them back and put them into public use by way of those social amenities so they develop. And also, as I say, you don't determine the outcome of the matter in court. So on those bases, we see it is prudent and always wise. Where we see this matter, we know we'll go to court, let us recover the funds, and then we will move on. It is, I think, sufficiently a way for let people then think so we are serious about the fight against corruption. I quite believe that.
So how long will I give them people here for pay this money back?
Well, now one more. At the end of this month of June, Bai Mahmoud and the Permanent Secretary will pay, and then in the next 3 to 6 months, Bernard Ponte go done for paying money.
Say, Mr. By Mahmoud Bangra don't already pay 35 million loans out of the 75 million waiting for pay?
Yes. They don't pay 35 million to the. Of course, these funds we don't know say we therefore send them to the consolidated fund as by law established.
Thank you to you, Patrick Sandy, for that update. See, well, that's now being Patrick Sandy. When at the direct outreach, now the Anti-Corruption Commission, they give you updates on the out-of-court settlements where the ACC go into with the Mahmoud Bangura, together with Impermanent Secretary and one civil society activist, where according to them, they say them 3 people here for pay a total sum of 300 million loans where they believe say them being used for them within our office.
A total sum of 300 million loans. We want to tell 98.1 thank you because we get a clip from them. Waiting, you don't listen, and waiting, you think about this strategy. You hear waiting Patrick say how we learn waiting if they're gonna court say maybe somebody go down embezzle or misappropriate 500 million, court go find them waiting like 50 million, then the 450 million, then that's it. So okay, before I say anything, make a come back with Tennessee Brimer. Yes, Tennessee Brimer, you don't hear waiting Patrick say waiting you are Rob Motpa.
Thank you very much, Chukula. And I also say plenty thank you to 98.1. We are at least they make them feel available to me, and we say they make available to people where they are. We not can get the chance for listening. I'm very early in the morning. I think if you listen to Patrick Sandy, he laid the premise where I believe the layman is able to understand exactly. You know, initially, some of me did vex why anti-corruption they take money and then people they hand if they don't send in a court. But again, now we will talk about the judiciary. A few days ago, everybody be the put spot for the judiciary. Is if I can throw people their minds back when anti-corruption started, I think in the year 2000, no, it's 2002, 2003, when anti-corruption began. You get some ministers where under the same SFP where they be charged for corruption. Most like somebody don't embezzle something like 20 million at that time. They say you go to court, they say to pay 2 million. So, you know, with that, they encourage people to involve in corruption. Then he run go to court. Then he go meet the judges, whosoever I go meet, say, they able to manipulate. But with this strategy, it's not bad. Because they now the act we tell and say, for take the money and deposit and for charge and go court. Within themselves, they don't get this thing, so they don't. I think the last program will be get Francis Benkefala way, and they tell we say they don't try for a bill for let it will turn to law. It in a parliament where they try to put all them things inside now. And one thing with this payment, believe me, if them people here when they pay this money, they say don't implicate themselves. For me, this one, they tarnish the people their character than more than for going to court. Because when you go to court, suppose the court go say you don't get case. Court go say you don't get case. You don't get no other fair for you say they go to Supreme Court, but they find ton. So court say this man not get case. You not provide enough evidence. But if the man don't go, you don't show the evidence before him. This money, now this now we take, and this money we want up. Either we charge you now or we charge you now go court. Or when I pay the money, then the post is they pay. So I don't need not the follow now. I the mere fact that the post don't agree because me money we are not take. Money we are not put. Believe me, let you say the put less than the truth. I don't pay. I don't take it. But if you see somebody say, okay, not going to settlement, me and the pay, that alone don't implicate that person. Where it go dead it go ever dead I mean they run after any parent of say, hey boy, you don't see so million. Let's take in the case of my Mahmoud. If they say he not do nothing, they be there all over the toy, the passport. Say not do nothing. I remember the first day when they invite her. They go people that so called kind duty them go there. They call by Mahmoud not take nothing. But here is by Mahmoud today they go agree for pay. Then up front you don't pay 35 million. So what if they give away bad pass than this? Then we go to court. Then the court say, okay, well, we'll fine you for one count charge. You go pay 500,000, or you go 6 months imprisonment. Then you will go pay that money. The balance all left in pocket. But with this strategy, believe me, in a two-track approach, and the money when they recover, I'm glad when the president, because I remember before ACC they come with this, when president they talk this, now we should also say, when ACC don't begin recover the money, I believe if you play that thing back, I'll be talking and say, let government do something with that money, where everybody go see, now this money will be recovered, and then put to, I think the following week, when ACC go hand over that check, then president say, this money, it take a build a diagnostic hospital for the people of Sierra Leone. I was so happy. That money let them collect some. Not a bad thing. The strategy where they pull, it as well implicates the people the way they pay the money. Because if you notice, I will pay. So the only thing they will try make turn into law. But as of now, not to law. But they will try turn into law. If actually we don't see the ACC don't say this is another way for recover corrupt money or stolen money that was sending a court to the police. Can say even police when you get case you go to police. Police you go tell police say no, this is a family business, we want for settlement. Police they help una for not settlement. But if one person say this case for go to court, the other has to let go to court, then they will say on a court. But they are going to say not to all case police in charge. Some cases they do that they should not settle and then you can get like you get this FSU, not all cases you're supposed to go to court. So then a family issue. When they come and sit down and settle that. Then we don't get for take obligation, say, okay, well, this woman I will get money or this I will responsible for the kid. They don't need for you go to court for that. So if what you take, you say they return them back, return them. But the only thing, you don't left you see signature on the day. All the whole world don't know say the only thing no more now that civil society activists way they're not good for showing in name. Because some of them people they need for camera lights. Now they see them when they in a radio, they holla. If you say in a civil society, they come and they talk for the people. Okay, always talk and say people they don't mean well for the country. They're selfish people. That civil society activists are only wish ACC to call in name in a radio or them pull in they put in name that the state measure they make. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Tennessee Bremer from France. I don't know, Arun don't join we? Okay, well, we'll carry on with the program. This particular strategy, a lot of people not like them. People are not like them, they say, no, not so it's supposed to be. People can get their own way where they want to make ACC deal with this matter. And most of the people way they try for suggest, and they suggest no, not to take the money no more than supposed to get jail time. This not the thing where we talk about having the constitution or having a part of the law where go make a non-lenient with people them. Because remember one time where the judiciary they talk, or be even get for land say some case then they up till now the books them, they even get 5 Leone fine, 5 Leone, 10 Leone. It's still the. So I believe say we really get work for do for change some of them here. Now make it tell you say if person embezzle or misappropriate 500 million, an example. He say if he go na court go charge him for pay fine 50 million. Then he go furthermore for say even at that some man not even pay. He say pass away, then they try for make their own amendment because even right now they get to 2019 amendment and the Act of Anti-Corruption where they don't do an amendment where they before Parliament now. Where then they try for make Parliament pass into law. Inside there, now we don't know now waiting in the talk say, even they for say, if courts find somebody, then foresee that the person pay the money. Because at the end of the day, what he say, is this some man, court can don't find the person not even pay at the end of the day back. So, we go till we come back, this judiciary in us alone. we really need fixing. It really need fixing. And I don't get a couple of texts the way people they don't send. People then they disagree. They say they don't want this kind of settlement. This text say it wrong by the ACC. He said then they only continue to encourage corruption and corrupt practice to public officials. And if you even go on Facebook, a lot of people the way they comment they back not glad with this strategy way ACC they use. But you remember when the president be take over, where he be they talk about say the people's money. He say we no go can't take person, we go put in a jail back door, we begin feed them. But if we they get the money from them people there, why we not go just take the money? But now salon people they say they not glad. They no want that kind of strategy there. Some other people then they say the government or this administration they be lenient because sometimes other people then go then we go embezzle where sometimes another government go come now so then go just do then say well una can't take una pay what una been take or waiting una not be able for account for. He say but if they don't put people in a jail now, if other government come, if anybody misbehave in this administration, definitely he go get himself for blame because he go no say waiting happen na ain't go happen yanda. Make you come with this scholar. Yes, scholar, you get for dollar which you listen for and listen through the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you did live on air. What's in your name and who you call from?
Oh, me na Kaba, they call from New York City.
Yes, Kaba from New York City. Waiting na your own contribution on today's program.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, first of all, and thank you very much for the program. Your take on that is that I think the way forward is let them take the money from them with interest. Let's say you take, let we charge them 50% interest with whatever they take. So that would discourage, corruption at the country. But if somebody take 2, you say, give me back 2, then, this guy will continue forever. But if you take 2, you say, give me 4, give me 2 and, give me 2.5, then, something like that, I think you don't discourage them. So, now me will take on that.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
I think that's Aladdin from Paris.
Yes, Aladdin from Paris. What's in your own contribution?
Honestly, the boy and Sanasi just don't talk the talk, you understand? Because you see, we don't see a case I can refer back in the days of the late Pakaba, you understand? Where I will, when I be agriculture minister, where he be involved into a corrupt issue where they may get for fine, say he eats some money there where they get for get connection with the agriculture affairs and all that kind of stuff. That I can remember back in those days. At the end of the day, I will, they say he eats, I don't know about 15 or 20 billion, something like that, a person and say, and I can still remember, I will go court and go find out 500,000. Will you imagine? I will. Then go find out 500,000. Now in house boy we been get I pay the money. In house boy, I paid for the 500,000 a court. I will work I go free. So like if they are in the prison now for them pay back money, me I support this settlement issue 100%. It's 100% in place. Because like this by Mahmoud, if you don't go to AYV television, they talk all kind of big talk there. I know involved corruption, take nobody money in hand and clean in peace. That's also. I don't know, they look like come on. But you see, the one thing about politicians then, the ethic moral values. Because if you don't get ethic moral values, some of them guys don't ever can put their face and get them into politics. But I swear to God in this day, if we then go turn back to my APC, you go see back these same people who come. Hey God, Sarah, me I try that country. People who don't embezzle money, and they jubilate for them, they celebrate them. Also go 1,000, and go beat and say they go and kill her. Africa, we sorry. I got a pool. I don't know more. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
Yeah, this is Ayo from US.
Yes, Ayo. Waiting na your own contribution, sir.
Need to make this decision where they make, they then pay some of the money back and go free. It doesn't make any sense to me. Then people and they will don't embezzle state money which was appropriated for development for the country. Then people they therefore go jail. Therefore confiscate their properties. Then we then go set a precedent for other people and say, money we allocated for the development of the country and the money we they play with. But when they give them gloves in their hand, they encourage other people then for go do the same thing. Say, go there, then go find me. I go thief 2 million, they go find me 100,000. That's it. Then it's the one up and down the street with people motoka them, the people motoka and money them. The other people don't they go jail. They need to go to jail, and pay the money and confiscate the illegal properties and we buy with the country money. That's the only way you go can for eradicate corruption. People go afraid now. But as long as they live on party business only, party not judge this, that, it not go stop corruption in that country. That's all I got.
All right, thank you very much, Ayo. Yes, caller, I did live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
Yeah, my name Ba, me call from Germany.
Yes, Ba from Germany. Waiting na your own contribution about the strategy.
Well, towards my own contribution, the idea what I get. Salon, now one thing, if they want to let the country straightforward, now the one king of fighting and corruption will be, I really appreciate for Randy. For me, anybody who has see, at least I've already imitated from Ghana. Any person who did in corruption business, may they take the money, either I go jail or may pass away. Because now people are they don't allow country they go before. We not born APC, but for corruption business I need support APC parandi. I need support no party parandi. May they charge you go court, then they take the money at the hand. Because if they not take the money at the hand, no more done. They not charge you go court, they go jail, they go prison. Then the other person back other party now do me do you. So how long go they parandi? The country in straight. Because Danny back go take us Danny then so they will do that. So we know the afraid. Who would then cannot more than the same thing. So the best thing, person don't take the money, they no say they hand per corruption, may then charge them and go prison, maybe then go church. Then they will not say the fighting of corruption is not funny. And then not say the country, the new government will come, yes, it don't count good initiative, who will fight corruption at the country. But if they go take money no more hand on and don't make no good jail, then it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Don't you? Then the people who they fight corruption, so the money of what they take, so what they now that man they talk say the money what the people they collect, also man no one give them, some man no one pay the money. Me not think in a corruption they go for go fight. Because if you get it for fight corruption, it is start for fight from the roots of the big one there or the politician or they don't do bad and steal the country money. Through by action, I ain't go tell say one fight corruption at the country. But me know they see the corruption what they fight. They just they collect money, then but they put on them pockets them. But then I them begin put alala. Then they say they blame the past government. Then the past government they blame the ruling government. Let them forget about this fight what they did at the country. All the ruling government don't say the fight corruption. Let fight corruption to the level of the people and the constitution, the law, the rules and regulation of the country. But you never go fight corruption to one person, a party, or one tribe. Then it makes sense. When they don't say they fight corruption, make them fight in legal way. Now they don't say the case are guilty. Let go prison. But then they get a high amount of payment where they do. Ghana and I make corruption less than the country. By now, any politician who hold office of the country as a government, they fear. But if they say they left us so no more by now, so they fight themselves because the legal of justice not in the country. You know they go fight corruption, they left your own background, you left outside the door. We're able to clean the force. So now we don't get it to that. Okay. Any person they catch guilty, may then take the money and hand on them, they go prison. That's the best.
All right,
thank you. Only politician they go to. Thank you so much, my brother, for giving me time for talk.
All right, thank you very much, caller. A lot of people they talk about this collection of the money then prison. Lansana Joanna Commander, He writes on Facebook say, in just one make we know say, inside we lost them. The law of the land, he say, in no demand people for pay money back with interest. Because I think we'll get a call away call say them for pay money back with interest. And he also say they lost them obsolete and almost toothless. And I think say we the people of Sierra Leone now we get foresee that these laws are changed. Because if we don't see that the law change, the law always they favor the law we get now, it always they favor the Alagbaden. You go find out, say, the Alagbaden can always get way out of whatever then they do. But the other people, them where they don't, now they can always suffer them. So when they talk about the laws, remember, say, the previous government, then they do this constitution amendment and whatever. Boku money na be spending. But how we end? It not be end the way how we be one time for end, because at the end of the day, it was just waste of money. Now so it be get for end. So if we, the people them, where they say, now so it for be, now so we want them. But the books they say otherwise, then I will for call for say yes, make we add on the books. Yes, caller, you dey live on here, you name and who say you call from? You there on air, you name and who side you call from? So will they talk about the caller, you get for listen the phone and left for listen, who side you listen? Well, I think see then call us them. I think we don't get one of we panelists. They don't come on board. We could just bring them in. Yes, Aaron, you can tell Fambule Madu.
Hey, Fambule Madu, it's been a while. We're back, and I'm happy we don't join me again, and we still don't join on back. So I'm here today. I hope everybody will do well.
Okay, so you meet me about this settlement strategy where ACC they do. Now we talk about today. Let us see if I able just squeeze this caller again. Yes, caller, you there live on here? Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, me and man, I call from Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, but you introduce yourself just now by the time you want to talk, we lost you.
Yeah, not the network, but okay now,
Okay, so what's in your own contribution?
Yeah. Contribution is the strategy we anti-corruption they use at the moment for collecting money. I believe they implement. If they look at the Sierra Leone constitution, at least it makes sense for them to withdraw their money. Then, if anybody come to settlement with them, may they do so. Because you will find say when I go court at the end of the day, waste is resources and also for let this court make a verdict on this situation. And if these people they don't win this case, and Salon people they will know Salon is a criminal. We didn't see anything happen. They ask them for valid documents at the initial stage. They not go enter to a particular appropriate institution. But we they don't go to court, we then get the lawyers, they go to manipulate documents for go support the argument against the court, against the petition or the case where they file against them. So with this situation, this strategy, I believe is not the best. But people they know see and they for good jail, even if they not good jail at the moment. But you character up poor in the country, and like in the case of by Mamun Kamara. Even then, there's a bit listening na AYV at that hot seat where they can make na saloon. It be bitterly, These are the people, we're not even in for the city and the community again. Because when they go down on a radio station, they talk as if they just come on a heavy candle, they don't get no sin. At the end of the day, they don't corrupt that country massively, and people they jubilate them back,
All right.
Then see the way they go on a salon, it's really, really, really pathetic, and people they back this overseer, they all, before they say, how they don't go set kangaroo courts against APC, this, that, they not found none of the minister it. But look now, one minister don't begin to pay. And the other people, and therefore, they inside back again. Even yesterday, I listened back again, we did not call upon Kamara for this router issue. And people, they still support that man for good. Anybody no good, whatever they write against you, you want to marry, you not for good. Anybody, the man just there for right, what happen.
All right, thank you very much, caller. All right,
welcome.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Aaron, waiting na you own take, sir.
Well, you know, when you, for example, when you defraud a state or you take something will not belong to you, that in itself, the fact that let's say somebody decides for pay the money we take back, should say he's guilty. Yeah, acknowledge say he's guilty, but paying the money back not equates what you do the crime for settle the crime completely. You have to be punished for the crime when you commit, because when it takes simple thing where people then go do sometimes they go defraud somebody money or take somebody money. Court will tell you say pay that person the money back. Then if they find you guilty, especially when you defraud the state. Not when people they talk about interest, what in the state they for ask for, not to for let people they pay interest, now for the state for fine them, plus waiting they pay back. They get for pay a fine. In some instances, in some countries, they pay a fine, then they send you go jail. Somebody when they talk about jail time, if let us say somebody thief government $5 million, for example. When he agreed for pay that $5 million give back, government for fine him because he committed a crime. The money will take in the pay him. That's now aside. The government for fine him, if you not pay that fine, then they for send him go jail for a particular period. You know, go jail like somebody will not pay all the money, but because he committed a crime, at least he will serve some time. Now, me will take that. Now, when I say when people in the talk about say interest, not interest as such. Now, fine where the state for fine them for committing the crime, besides the money where they pay back. You know, I just want to say that briefly.
All right, thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Anen Kuroma, I call from Boston, Massachusetts.
Yes, Kuroma from Boston. Waiting a young contribution on today's program.
You know, repaying the money not will really be the best solution to rent his money. But we all know as the political, when we think about the political tension of the country, I think that would be better option actually. Because can you imagine at least particular time na salon, inside will go jail like 10 former ministers. And you think about, you know, the type of prison you get, you think about the location. You know, whenever they get like political prisoners and, you know, in Pandema Road, it even like affects the movement of the civilians. Can you imagine? It's like they will get a block, you know, such inside, you know, and we all know say if we don't for now, it kind of look congest. So, to me, really, we didn't just get the money out of them. And one thing about politics again, you know, the kind of politics you go now, personally, you don't go predict anything. I mean, you know, with me, I rather prefer SLPP in my power. But you never know. 2020 after 2023, SLPP still within the power. After them, we don't like go lock most of them, Chifani and Apaneba Road, and maybe some they serve over 5 years. When the government kind of power tomorrow, you know, it's like they will get for release, you know, each and everybody. That time it's like we'll see the same Chifani in the patrol. Maybe we feel it better living. They will even leave past the masses the way they exploit. And they will even come make more money again. So it's like, but the masses can go so far and the money back, you know, I mean, this time not, you know, the money that is just like water or oil is clean like, oh, we're not ever going to get the same. It's just that, you know, somebody talks women and pay with interest. It's just too sad that, I mean, we don't really get on position. But with me, you know, return the money can be, you know, a better option. So not just that. Thank you so
All
much
right.
for being the lady here outside.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who side you call from? Yes, caller.
Yeah, I'm Eric Peter Pine calling from Germany.
Yes, Eric, what's in your own contribution on the strategy?
Well, my own contribution is that I think say the ACC settlement is in place. Thinking of the court system and the time for taking a prison, because this whole thing, according to the law, is that the person for going to prison for nothing more than 3 years, and 3 years, a very short period, for somebody, let's say, we get for pay 100 million or 75 million. If that person, they decide, say, well, I prefer I go to prison than I pay that money. So until we go to prison, that prison is not even secure. Maybe after some year, he escape. Then that money all go going, not only escaping, sometimes they will even bribe some of the man the way they guide them. They take her out of the country. They go enjoy that money there. So the best thing is let the person pay that money all. If the person not pay that money all or agree for pay, in property, let them seize them or confiscate in property. That's not the best way. But that prison system, will they see what thing they happen?
All right, thank you very much. I don't know if we, yes, definitely, we lost you. Yeah, but I think you still. Yeah, you line, they get small issue, network issue. So just round up one thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I get some sometimes. Sometimes I ask this. So the best thing is let the person pay. If the person not agree for pay, if the person not agree for pay, let it go. Let them seize whatever he gets, or take from the government.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, I did live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Mohammed Marifaba from Sweden.
Yes, Mohammed from Sweden. What's in a young contribution on the strategy?
My own contribution. If somebody, if they say the Anti-Corruption Commission don't find them guilty, make that person pay all the money. Then, if you get any asset, increase any asset, then secondly, you don't have to take part by any government activity, any political activity in the country. Because we within also, people are within if engaged in by any corruption, you need to take part by any government activity. So anybody we then find guilty, you don't have to take part by anything. So na my own contribution only.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you did live on here. You name and who side you call from, please?
Yes, and I'm in Bani George. So I call from Columbus for Ayo.
Yes, what's in your own contribution on ACC and strategy?
Well, me like the thing we our see is, and because and like to all know for say salon, if the day for say salon go bien. And now all the suffer. So like I want waiting and like so what they do so actually like the best thing. I want if anyone with they find guilty, you see like therefore deal with that. Indeed. So me down in my own
All right.
contribution down the way I want to see.
Okay, thank you very much, caller.
Yes,
Yes, Senesi, I want to count you inside. You don't hear it. You don't make your points before, but you don't hear everything. The callers, then they say, there are different points them. What thing you pick out from the callers them where they call?
Yeah, one thing where I pick out is like everybody, one thing, but the law is very funny. I believe say Mrs. Ben Kefala know what they do. Now they try to recover the money, but like that we first call up say, you know then like I don't talk, you know then allow it or say the person pay with interest. Now that bill where they don't go lay before Parliament, so Parliament they look into it. I believe say all this talk they talk so. I believe say something maybe something will not be tell people there. Now waiting we want to make it easy. So people them way they embezzle the people the money. Because for now, we talk and now say this is not into law. And we're not going to say now because of where somebody don't go do something go and say, okay, we're not beat until kill our position property. We're not to law. We did look at the law here. Now it make even like when you talk about the 1991 constitution. With this cry all of the cry, then there's all the cry, we cry about police, we cry about the court, we cry about this, we cry about all things. One thing, we will all for come together as Sierra Leoneans. I made the last program with Toxic. We as Sierra Leoneans, we need to come together. Forget about they say after election, no more campaign. Don't forget about two political parties. To discuss something where we bring we together as Sierra Leoneans. Who waiting at the diaspora? We say we don't can see. After election, nobody's talking about political parties. In fact, then the day for the election, the day for the results, everywhere in this Europe, women don't see, women don't witness. People then they go with political colors or what they call that they flag, the country flag, then they go with. So whosoever wins, then they with you. So then laws here, then see how we talk. They're not being into laws. So we only pray that Francis Ben Kefala, the bill will be put in the parliament. Then see how we talk. So what did they say? When you employ Zoom money, either they send in a court or you repay with interest. Because like we what the parties and the talk. Some people they charge them, they go to court. Then we all they care about the same court, the judiciary. If possible, then go find 500,000. Then maybe that money they pay. If you see now the anti-corruption don't go stay inside court, the master and registrar, not within a police answer, not within at the answer, they don't under investigation because of their money. You will go charge somebody money, instead of the money going at the consolidated fund, they go on a different account. Just imagine at the judiciary, and then see all be happy. So who knows? So let me see will they find out soon the corruption be so rampant because you know you say let charge the matter, they go to court, they go find your lawyer, they go so there's a bit the magistrate. Then they go do one or two things. If I go scot free, if they say I will drive in the past of big get big goals, he gets all kinds of things. So but with that kind here, believe you me, now when we know see don't we examine. Sometimes we've done this program so people could begin look, say, yes, this thing are true, let the people are paid. Because one thing where they talk, corruption. When let this money by Mahmoud they pay, believe you me, and not be ever put her in good use. And not be ever put her in good use. Maybe now that money the way they take no more say, let's take this money back, the part they go McKinney or the part they go suicide, let us go to go rent hotel this that he go to man then go enjoy. Now the one that they enjoy with them. Not so they pay again. Now in the pool now in your pocket to pay. Just imagine this not just one. Maybe say they go again, they go find out. Give the power something say that money they have back will you take. This money for pay. Then you go back, you go pay. So by the time the commission of inquiry done, ACC themselves they done, believe me, most of the people are, then they get one cent at the hand again. They go end up for sell all the things they get. But if you say charge them to court, they go do what they get for do, they pass, you go spend half of the money. Then sometimes I find out guilty by one count. Because we know how we lawyers they we know how we judicial system they one thing first per case from the entry of the how did they charge the matter. Some people then they force the one where they write your statement, the one with the charge. If they go give the wrong charges when they go to court, they go to out of court. Say these are the wrong charges. So these are some of the things that all they look. These are some of the, maybe after this they can look at another topic we will discuss. We will bring down some of the instances here where they happen. So the thing they begin right from the investigation. If that man they get hand or they get power over the people they will investigate, and at the first they begin to go corrupt the case and go get wrong charges, they go to court. Then the court will go throw out. They say, what you wanna say, not to wanna charge this man for. From this man is statement, not for this one chargeable. Then throw that case down. Who's God in the court? The money don't go the man don't enjoy the money. But with this one they say pay. Let me tell you one thing, let me tell people they want it. Then people then they how they call them? They don't put their self at stake. Because paying corrupt money, paying back to the Anti-Corruption Commission, believe you me, that people do not go ever hold responsible office in a salon again. Nobody no go give the responsible office again. Thank you, sir.
All right. I want to bring Aaron. Aaron, we still live with ACC, but I want to call with Madam Aisha Johansson in case in ACC. Because waiting do the case be in a court, it don't in a court for as long as it don't day. At the end of the day, the court be careful to create the case and do say because of lack of enough evidence for charge the case. So Francis Benkefala don't sit on back. He don't appeal this case. A lot of people not look gladly with the appeal. They say, no, you're not supposed for the appeal and because football they play now, if I just left everything. But he say, misappropriation, na misappropriation. So now he make him appeal again against the case. What thing are you going to take on this, sir?
Well, you see, the law is not kind of beautiful. Even way sometimes you go get right, but you know they come pleasantly. The law, you have to follow the law. If you feel safe as a prosecution or as a defense, if you feel that the decision where the court reach cannot please you, there is provision for it in the Constitution. You get right for say no. I mean we have, but I mean the court not been giving decision it. Football still they play. You know, if they feel say, if the one that will bring the case to the court feel say they're not satisfied with the court's decision, well, let them go to court and prove them. You know, if we say, oh, now once we're can we most times not alone, left and so, low left and so, you know the work so. Remember, say this case not to just within the context of Sierra Leone. It gets to do also with football, the World Football Governing Body. There are people who believe, say, the courting decision will reach now as a result of some maybe pressure or influence from FIFA. Me not go say so because, you know, as a journalist, I don't get proof or justify that, even though it would look like that, you know. But I don't get any proof or justify, say, Aisha Daifan, thief money, Aisha Johansson, thief money. I don't get approved there. Now speculation. The only way we will know na court. If they're gonna court, the court give a decision saying that this they arrive at, then the one that will carry the case gonna court say no, we not agree. Well, then we'll go to a higher court. No, we are waiting the higher court say. Then if they feel enough for say, then Kefala he hate Aisha Johansson or the sect winner there or two being gonna court. No, it follow procedure. That's why he was appointed for that position. He gets for follow through. If Aisha is innocent, if they're too innocent, then the court wouldn't go further. It will prove them innocent. You know, and all that. One thing good about this law, about this case, it's not just about the money we the alleged say the loss. It goes people have learned from this. But just like how FIFA they try to make you understand. Honestly, the involvement of government, it's not just that way this government come. The previous government they tried to get so much into this football, mainly to all of these things. Government, for whether or not they support the people the way the football body elects, or whether or not they support them, then for pull their hands off, mainly to this. All of that lead to this, you know. So me believe say if the prosecution should not believe say well the case them fairly treat and the court fairly treat her, let them go further and prove her. I not take anything. That not mean say football no go play again. I go stop so far.
Yes, Senesi. Because the side way then they talk about this football, say now the lift way FIFA don't lift the ban. After everything don't happen, then they reinstate Madam Aisha again. FIFA immediately lifts the ban. So people and they say now, in case this court go say back in one sidom on that case day, then definitely Madam Aisha Johansson get for come back in office. Then feel say FIFA go can impose the ban again. Waiting na you don't take Senesi on this one.
Well, you understand it now. It go for interpretation, right? Let me make you appeal. It go for go interpret because the courts don't take you over it. It go to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court they go interpret the law. Now, one thing look because some people will not understand actually. We just say Aisha Johansson they don't say now because he don't eat money. Those people don't know actually waiting at this misappropriation. This money, the money will become where FIFA will send to Slafa. The term during that Ebola term, where we supposed to go this under 21. So FIFA will send money for let them take under 21, go Senegal for good test. I think they can get where they can do for test them, bone them by
MRI scan.
Yes, voila. Yes. So now that purpose they send that money there for. When they send this money, and who said they do this scan in Senegal? We not get that equipment for one asset. So now Senegal they're supposed to go do one. What he do? They go na church time hospital. Now they go do one. When they go to a church time hospital, in fact, it will not be perfect, it will not be correct. So how they use the money, I don't use the money. Then, in fact, when they go the result to FIFA rejects that. This same FIFA, when they talk, say, I shall not get keys. This same FIFA rejects that result fee. And the Bobo, they don't go, they defend the Bobo, they don't go play the game. And the same way they ask her now for this one, is the first problem of match fixing. So even the past government, now this themselves look say, well, this woman just take this money, then they are not going to. That one mad them they say, okay, then they charge this matter because the woman, what thing they send the money for, it divert them for go do another thing. And when they go with the result, they reject them. So now, Francis don't talk say, this woman don't misappropriate this money. Not for the correct thing this he go do. So they get this case go, but as I been talk about that with the previous case for this ACC. When they charge somebody, I don't think say the corruption, they start from whether they obtain statements from the person. Whether they charge. Because if you not charge that person with the correct charges you're supposed to give, believe me, that person is the winner. Now this not happen so. So if you then go charge Aisha with misappropriation, then you not scan evidence, they not cite say this. When the court go, they look and say, but this woman not get case. So they say this woman has misappropriation, but you not count evidence that this. So what is that the thing? It is well. They said they acquit the person. They say this person not get case because the person not produce because one thing like when we in a traffic, the way you charge somebody say if the drive, you not get driving license. Then at the end of the day, then the person can put driving license or something. You say the person they drive without driving license, park na sometimes we prohibited, but road sign not the. How you know say this person park na prohibited sign, we road sign not the. So something like that. Maybe the person go park back, but because of road sign not the, not the way they tell and say enough for parking. So the person they go scot free because they say they are not seeing road sign. So the person they go scot free. So now this might happen. So now Francis they say if they go for them, they go interpret this thing. Then if they add more evidence, if they add more weight, so that the court go know exactly what the just don't say let people know say now the previous government they charge Aisha under Adi Macaulay. Now them they charge this matter to court when them they go do all this one. When Francis can be just the transfer can add no more now patch for let the see how it go work. But Francis say it appeal. And this appeal not there's nothing to do with no ban again. Because if I don't already live the ban, Aisha will go about your own business. They're not going to stop an office again. They go see they go about in business. Anytime they need that, it they go. If the Supreme Court find out one thing, interpret and say, indeed Aisha get case, then he get case. They find her guilty. If the Supreme Court say not get case again, then no way not they for do. But one thing for land. Yeah, this country, yeah, also now laws them, they deal with. We when they talk so, some of we when you drive, when you not get drive license, you not get myself, no problem. When they say no pass, so even at the law, you know the pass day. So now law, no, these people they talk, no member say then president then they with the court can they set through. You remember this last case will be the part, this court, this parliamentarians. We say they take their side. They say the previous government we don't do so thing. They don't set precedent or so thing one parliamentarian this that. Now they decide some, and they go and at the time that for free say even that past judgment when they pass the vice president. If this president say himself will do that same thing, if they do, nobody know the whole lot because the courts will not set precedent. Then they refer to that. So now we find for now we look at some certain things, then we go to the right channel. Because if we allow the court, with judiciary, they always do the wrong thing. They will say, no, let's so this man not get nothing for doing. We don't be now African Nations Cup they can start to not it. We can say that means no matter they go for which they come. By the grace of God, the case go down. But we not get no competition right now for go play. No competition. So no deal with her now. Let settle that once and for all. Thank you, sir.
And that will serve as precedent. It will make sure so when people in the office not feel say, I mean, if the very people with the make so, they're very corrupt too.
Cap the president, don't say the whole na France, they do the investigation. They all are there for a study.
Look at that.
Well, I don't know, they get small issue with Daniel Oldfield because himself one Rob Mott by this particular talk, but for one reason we need to get him. Yes, I want to carry with you, Aaron, because on this other part, okay, we don't get Daniel. Daniel, I don't know waiting they do you network and but waiting before you network go decide otherwise again. Waiting you want to say about this Madam Aisha and the court case where if you don't win, but ACC, okay, we don't lost Daniel again. Yes, Aaron. This second part about the playing and not playing and the way how people want to see like the ACC commissioner as the bad person because he carry the case go back and try for misunderstand say because if anything can come out again, then go stop FIFA go impose the ban again. So how you see that one day they play out?
Well, you see, like I tell you, before we come to this SLFA issue, now some people will talk about people away charge with misappropriate government funding. One problem we'll get now, let's no more. We for allow the procedure take its course. You know, sometimes I mean, if we not address this problem well, we just try to do them at the surface. It not will help we in the future. You know, Aisha may have won the case. I hope so it will try to win the hearts of the people. Remember, now that very lady, they slap one of the former a professional footballer. You know, right? You know, me. Whether listen, we don't try for go now zone 2 now World Cup now the way they call. Participation we get for prepare for them well, not to for hurry for go. If this problem, every party not satisfied, it not will bring good picking. I think he said to me, we get for make sure so we follow the law. You know, we not to whether FIFA league to Amodi, we're not even qualify for any competition right now because it takes not to kill the hurry for qualify next year. Because football will get for process, it take a period for process for prepare players. Then we're starting party group not feel satisfied with the decision we then reach. We say, oh no, they left no more. Otherwise, FIFA go ban. Oh, let FIFA ban we. They not ban we forever. At least this court case not will go on forever. Now that way they miss him. Let it proceed. Let we follow procedure. Let the system take its course. So till we reach to the end cause of it. Would I write it again? I'll try to get again. If in a way again in the future, I'm not saying we'll take the next 6 months. Then we'll address this problem. We're not going to say, because we just want to let FIFA go different ban. No, you know they work so. Let the law take in course. Let we follow procedure. Somebody will kick you to my go say no. Let's answer na me on couldn't begin any. No. Then thing that they make things go before. We get for follow procedure. We get for make sure say the law taking course. FIFA ban we or no ban, what do you mean? We're not going nowhere. For now, we get for prepare because we don't get for so long. We football not. Look, I'm glad in the enthusiasm we see where they go on, But now something lead to that. The new government will come. They put interest. Now, make we see football. They start not to FIFA, not to, even with the game the way they play. So not to FIFA making it go on so right now. Now the momentum where they come with. Now they make it go on to right now. The law therefore taking course. And the stress is let the law taking course. It's not going to be forever. It's very FIFA where they make corrupt everybody.
Okay. I make a bring Daniel inside. Yes, Daniel, will be the get small issue with you just now, but I think we don't get that sorted. This Madam Aisha in case ACC don't appeal again, just like how me and you be the talk last week. So waiting you see inside this appeal now.
Well, actually, we don't begin me myself, my colleague Arun Rashidin. We will not begin discuss this a long time ago. Like we're not got nothing for lose again. Trust me, we don't have anything to lose anymore. The what they call the AFCON World Nations Cup will be fair to go and no work. They will not qualify. Most of them play around, they play for the stars. They let it qualify. They don't big now. They let it play again. So therefore, if the court decides say Aisha Johansson, then find them not guilty. Then the anti-corruption, when are the leading corruption body, then say them find them. I really don't know what in them find, what in the appeal. For me, as against the ruling of the court, if ACC decides for so that let the case continue in the court until they find the last solution. But because right now, football they play through this new government system and through the effort to they make, not the FIFA let football they play. Even if they lift, we don't lift this time, so Aisha not the no team will they play football and this league no go play in the African club champions for club competition there. For me, let them go to the bottom line. Let them find out why they say why Ben Kalfala said they go against the court, the high court ruling. They get something we don't find out. So if that's the case, let them go to the bottom line. That's how I want to see. Because as I won't say, it will be a president so that the law will be done in SBS, a woman done in SBS, we don't look for no less than that's what the court don't say. There has to be something they don't see something. They don't see something we don't look go fine. Well, I not waiting for Kamal, right? Or waiting, right? I say I read something over in the talk, say maybe something na so you keep play. I don't look at that way. If Ben Kelfa himself na law, I knew right. Say the ruling with the judge, right? Let them prove them legally so that this thing go on once and for all. Everybody, if they prove Aisha Johnson and Chris Kamara not guilty, then so be it. Let the case go to the court. Let the case continue until done as our own put up. Say this thing will last till next year. It go done and finally go done. FIFA, they don't lift the suspension fine. But then we don't let him be with the case to court back to court and appeal. We don't have the appeal go ahead take for now.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Yes, before we go out, Daniel, at a later time we go can give you the sport update. So make we just round up now. Yes, NSC Bremer, today on the strategy and everything, waiting na your final word for today, sir.
Well, my final word, I see the past weeks and days, I don't see how we borders they really they show interest to this radio because we don't operate for past 3 years. We then at this program, but for the couple of weeks, I don't see the zeal and I don't see people they come up plenty, which is good and nice because And the mere fact that people they listen to the program that they contribute, that means they get interest back home. Now that's what we all defend for. Yeah, we just come for Canfenam, not so secret. We come for Canfenam. We want for set that the country which will go back, which don't get what you can find, you go back, you go relax, you enjoy, you benefit, you enjoy your country. Because the suffer all the suffer now for now we will be able to get from old age, don't prepare ourselves for old age. So with this program, what we need the advice is let we come together as Sierra Leoneans. Let we add a voice. Let government hear you. We love them in the country. Let we all come, we join hands together, we force this government, we talk to this government in different ways for let them change this 1991 constitution. As the previous government, we don't try. They don't spend so much. People then go out, go talk to different people. Everybody counts your views. Women them be talk, picking them be talk. Then give them that platform for talk. That money they let not just go in vain. Not pressure this government now. For let themselves look into that particular thing and try for count new constitution for we. Where I believe say with all this labor, so some of them see how they talk. Nothing one lay be, but I will be not to law. Anybody can flout, I say not to law. You see, so me last word here, the follow come together as Sierra Leoneans, we pressure the government, not so good where the president, they go on a different area in London right now. People they listen to this program, where they London, if I get the opportunity for meeting, when I tell them say, Padia, this 1991 constitution, let try count new one for we now. Let we pressure. Let we talk to government ministers, anybody where they near the past, website will be Spanish. Let them bring new laws for you so that we will blow finance more here. Well, for today, I want for tap and I want for tell everybody thank you. We listen to the program and to now separately contribute. Now continue for show love to the country. Till next week, me and Senesi Bema di say tata.
Yes, thank you, Senesi. I want to bring Arun. Arun, waiting will be your final statement for today. And
I just want to start for welcome Senesi back from Sierra Leone. Tony, go on personal matters, we frequently. I just want to talk on something with Senesi touch on, particularly with that Bintumani conference with them engaged. The fact that the government organized that, we need to appreciate and commend them. I listened some post away, some people, some comments away, some people record and shape na social network as if people go there, people away, they go tell the government, the truth. They go tell the government the truth. But I mean, it takes courage for the government to do that, for let them organize that, for let you go tell them the truth. Even though some maybe feel say an opportunity for a punching on the government. Well, I mean, as a government, you therefore ready for that. That's not a step in the right direction. I wonder how many government before able pass government before desire for do that. I mean, for let the opposition and come talk, give their own view about how things they go. I mean, again, you open the eye to so many things. Nobody's perfect. No government is perfect. This government is currently not perfect. But one thing we for do, we as a people, if we say we depend on government all the time for the success of the nation. If we take an example of all the countries that will succeed, it's not just the government. The government just serve as the driver. We the people, now we push them. Now we therefore keep with negativity or also we cry people and all. We look at the wrong. We not look at the positive aspect of things. And if you look at the international media, say the old and the portray we and other African countries. Now some of the we try to get some of the information needed. Now waiting we the citizens of the country that they put to them, because when you party not in power way sometimes. Not the leader not to of your tribal relation. I mean, you're ready for people and ready. I don't know how true that is. I see people then they rub red, say blood. How deceitful. I mean, if you think about that, like country in this age of social media, where everything is going fast. People don't know. When you say, hey, see what them police and kill, they shoot them people, but when you do them things and now your country, not so the party or the government who will try for tarnish their character. Now you continue image. Then they say APC or SLPP, they say the people of Sierra Leone. We therefore members say, we as people, they for always they above party politics. When there is need for us to go to the pool and vote, as Senesi say, let the country, after the vote, we don't put the party or we don't vote, let the country continue for being the primary concern. God bless everybody. Whether you say good morning, good night, or good evening, or good afternoon. We appreciate your presence. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aaron Rashidin, for your time today, and also thank you to Senesi Brahma for our time. Yes, so they locked today on program until we meet again on Monday, because tomorrow we go join AYV on Sunday. So on Monday we go meet again at the same platform. Na so Triple go say tata.